So here, Void Spirit wants to TP out. I fear him. I don't kill him, but I just look at what happens to this guy when I cancel his TP. He has to walk back to lane. I just wasted an entire minute of this guy's gameplay. Hey guys, I'm gonna have something new for you guys today. It's just gonna be we have a second microphone. We're just gonna have basically just a walkthrough of some of the games I play, just to show you from my perspective, like the things I see from my point of view, and I'm gonna quickly explain it. And then you can see at the speed that I play at and the speed of which I make decisions in and what that can look like for you, depending on if you just make good decisions and so forth. It's just going to be something different I want to try right now. We will see how it goes. Let me know in the comments below whether you like it or not. And well, let's just load into a replay from today. So one of the main reasons why I think something like this can be good is that I think right now I have a very good understanding again of the offlane and how you want to approach the lanes. So as always, we want to understand what we're laning with and against what. Like here in this case, we are Dragon Knight and Skywrath against Undying and PL. We should win this lane, but that's beside the point. What's important is the starting items that we want to go. Right now, you want to go to lane with a lot of stats and potentially stick if you need it. You just want to spend as much gold in combat items as possible and as little money on region items as possible. So yeah, we're gonna go to lane with a stick because it's good against Undying PL. We have a lot of stats and one set of region. So let's just go through the lane. This is gonna be the type of lane where we want to play pretty aggressive. Already here, I want to show you a small little thing. When you pull aggro on the range like this, the lower it goes, eventually the PL will want to go on it, right? So what you want to do in this case is you want to start hitting him. Because if these two melee creeps hit the range creep one more time, all the PL has to do is poof, one time and the creep is dead. But instead, I just click him, I make the melee creeps hit me. So now he has to hit it twice, which not only allows me to hit him once, while he's hitting the creep once, and now I can decide if I want to deny the creep or go on him. So here we got the deny plus like 60% of the PL's HP on the first wave, and basically the first minute is won. Like the next 30 seconds as well, they're just gonna play itself, and it's very simple. So here we're just gonna play on pressure. As you can see, we're basically gonna stun him off cooldown. We have a stick. The only thing we need to respect here is the Undying. Like here, basically what we're gonna do is just a lot of pressure. We stun them whenever we can. We go for as many. Of course, we want to try to deny and last hit every creep. Here, the PL wants to last it in the tower. This creep is too far away for us to contest, so we can't do much about it. But here, we get to stun him. Not only do we stun him and deal damage, but the Skywrath gets to deal damage, and we basically deny him from getting the creep. So we're doing like a lot of different things with just one little attack, right? We try to keep them away. We have 10 sticks now. I go a 1-1-1 build here. I get to harass the Undying more. I don't really care too much about him. Like, leaving him low HP is cool. The PL here, he dies. Now, if he's giving us this type of a free kill, okay, we'll take it. Now we go for the Tombstone. And now, from now on, just very fluid gameplay, okay? Fluid gameplay, fast and simple. We get the money for boots, we buy boots. We try to hold the lane here. We will hit them whenever we can. Play aggressive here. Use some spells, trade. We have a lot of HP region. We have tangles. We're going to upkeep them. So we're going to constantly pressure them. And let's move ahead here. We get treads. We go on them again. Pretty simple, okay? Like, nothing too crazy. The two things I want to highlight right now is minute 5 to 8. And then the mid game real quick. And then this episode is going to be done. Because the biggest things you want to learn here is if you do well in your lane here, look what I'm doing. I'm preparing to double wave. What does that mean? So I'm preparing to have more creeps than the enemies, aka create 2 creep waves of my own. There's multiple ways how you can do this. You can kill the enemy range creep first, because the range creep deals double damage to melee creeps. Like, it will kill the creep, it will kill your creep wave very fast. The second way is you tank creeps like I do here. I even try to click on the DP to make all the creeps hit me. So now you can see my creeps are taking 0 damage, right? I miss 1 CS there, who cares? But I'm tanking all the creeps. I'm killing the range creep. Now I'm gonna do this here too. Here, I deny a creep. I could go on him more if I want to, but what I want to do right now is get level 6 and not have this catapult move into the tower before I'm 6. So here again, I tank as many creeps as possible. I ping the tower. I get 6, and we instantly go on him. We hit the tower once to get the dot on it, and now we play nicely, okay? We're not like straight up diving straight in, okay? We hit them when we can without drawing too much aggression and too much tower aggro. Here again, stun, use some spells. The next creep wave came as well to tank for the siege. We killed the Tombstone, we killed the Undying, we killed the PL. Now I tank a little bit. Here I'm like, okay, I'm Dragon Knight, okay? I don't have to die to kill the tower because like the siege creep isn't that important to me. So we can just skip it. It's fine. It's not that important. And here again, we're gonna kill the creep waves as fast as possible. I tank all the creeps, create a double wave. As you can see, this is very annoying for the PL. We're gonna hit the tower again. We click on him. We have concussive shots, so we know which one is the real one. But now I want to point out the very, very, very important parts of things that people currently misunderstand. What do I do now when the lane is over? So here, we've just killed the tower. My net worth is 5k. The PL's net worth is 2k. I don't just want to leave my lane now. Like, I don't want to TP mid. My mid tower's already died. I don't want to TP top to a Clinks. I'm Dragon Knight. I want to keep this PL as poor as possible. And how do I do that right now? Like, this guy has a Midas queued up, okay? He's running to the tower right now. I want to push these creeps into the tier 2. I want to force this guy to farm inside his tier 2 tower. Like here, I'm looking top and I'm like, no, I'm not coming there. It's going to ruin my game. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go bottom. I'm even going to let him, like, try to let him farm those creeps to push him away. And here again, I push the wave. I'm going to push it as far as I can. And now force him to last it in the tier 2. I'm even going to stun him to, like, annoy him, ruin one of his CS, and now I force the DP bottom. And this is at the same time I get my Blink Dagger, I get my Blink, I send it mid, I tell my Skyref to get a smoke. And now, look at like how nicely this all plays into each other. We pressure bottom, we force the DP bottom, he TP's there. Where's he gonna go after the bottom TP? Because PL has to farm this area, right? So now, we smoke, I tell my Skyref, yo, the DP is gonna walk back to middle, because where else is he gonna go? We break, Blink, stun, use spells, DP is dead. And all of this very naturally, you know, like none of this is like insane gameplay or whatever. You know, it's just good gameplay, understanding the situation and so on. We go for a little more, we hit the Tombstone, we don't overcommit, hit a little bit, let him die to the dot, steal some more damage, blink out, and chill, okay? No need to overplay or do anything crazy. We chill a bit, I'm like, okay, now my spell is down. If they overplay, we're gonna take a kill. If they don't, we're gonna wait for my form and then do it again. So what do I want to do now? Here, let's look at it from my perspective. We see them smoke. So my Primal Beast makes a good play here. He trades himself for the PL. This is my perspective. We see that they smoke in a moment. Boom, they smoke. So I say, okay, I'm going to break the smoke. And the moment that they use any spell or I see any hero break, I'm just going to blink out. Blink. Use my little toy item. Blink away. Wait. Okay, and now what do I want to do next? Well, I want to either push a lane or be smoked somewhere because I have blink. Look at my skill build. I only went 2 levels in passive because I could see I'm gonna have a good timing on my blink. So here, 3 levels in stun, 4 levels in Q. I tell my guys, hey, we can smoke. We misplayed this play a little bit in terms of the Primal Beast pushes the guy out. But this will just be a clean play again. Like this Skyrip is just dead from, the DP is just dead from full to 0. And then maybe we can do something here even, right? But even when the play fails, we're gonna make a lot of the heroes come middle. We make them use Exo. I mean, actually, this play does turn out good, I remember, because they misplay. So the initial play is not good. The idea of this play is good. The execution is wrong. But the important part is to now back away, okay? After you've used your spells with most initiators, you don't want to hang around for too long. You want to start, like, stepping back a little bit, so that you're ready, so that in 5 seconds or 6 seconds when my blink is ready, that I can re-engage in case the fight continues. So we go in, use our spells, hit once or twice, back up nicely. Here, like we're baiting them back. I have a new stun, I use my stun. But after the stun, see, we're backing together nicely again. Now my puck gets to come over, my Clinks is connecting from the right. They coil, they break it. They're chasing way too far. He breaks the coil. In a few seconds, we're gonna have a new stun. Right here, I'm saying I have blink stun soon. Here, I'm trying to like dodge the ghost or the DP queuing me to keep my blink ready. I failed. There's one ghost that did hit me. But we look again. The Lina lingers. Blink stun. Q. Hit him a few times. He dies. Turns out the DP stayed for too long too, so now he dies too. Okay, and now the one follow-up play real quick. Where do we go? We get tipped. We see a lane is pushing in. Our spells are down. They have died. We've done our job. Now that the play is done, we want to not only get some gold for ourselves, but we want to push out the lanes to make the next play for us even easier. So I go top. I push the lane. Right-click some creeps. Do this. Pull this back so that the next wave comes a little further back. I push out another wave, and now I could either smoke mid. I could smoke somewhere right now with my team, or I can farm. I would have liked it more had I smoked, but once I see that the enemy team is killing my Klings, I just stay here because I know someone is... Since I push this lane, someone will come here, right? And we can use this in one of two ways. We can either A, kill the dude that's gonna come here, because, well, someone's gonna come here because it's golden XP, right? Or B, we use the lane pushing to assume that someone will go there to then go somewhere else. But that just depends on the map and what you feel like. So here again, we know what's going on. I see that he uses concussive shot, so this is the real one. We blink, stun, silence, he dies. And then again, this is great. We force him to come top. I blink away. I barely get the TP out. And like from here on out, there's not much more to look at, because now it's about map play, how you play team fights and so on. But the early game, like the first 2 minutes are really important. Then the minute 5 to 7 is really important. And then the moment once you get your blink dagger is very important when you play these type of heroes, okay? There's definitely a few heroes that I've played more lately than others. Sand King being one of them. Sand King, Pango, Dragon Knight, Death Prophet. I think all of those are in this list. Sand King, probably the weakest of these three laning-wise. But again, let's walk through the little early stages again, okay? We buy, again, a lot of stats and Tango, because this is how we want to play the lane right now. Either you buy a lot of stats and one Tango, or just a lot of stats, no Tango, and then you send it out early on. But okay, we are Sand King, Skywrath. Oh, we have a Skywrath again. Oh, okay. We have Sand King, Skywrath against Omni PL. So how is this lane gonna go? They're gonna try to farm as much as possible. We're gonna farm a lot. They're probably gonna farm a lot. But our main objective should be to get as much as we can while slowing them down. So how are we gonna achieve this? First few lane, you know, the lane in the early start is pretty normal. We go some Caustic Finale, we're gonna push in the lane. We will try to, again, here when the PL wants to lance the creep, we're gonna try to take aggro from it so that he misses it. Here it didn't quite work out, but it's fine. I would say the most important thing starts like after level 2 and a bit later. So I decided to buy a Basilius because I want me and the Skyref to spam them in this lane, right? I should have used my stun more often and so on. I also pinged the creeps for us to hit together. Like here again, we're gonna hit it, we get the deny, very good. We're getting close to level 2. We have level 2 now. And I think it's more important like now again, how we treat this type of lane. We want to stun them as often as we can. Like even here we can do it. We want to apply as much pressure as possible. Like we didn't stun the PL enough yet, right? Like we've only stunned him like once, or did we even stun him at all? I don't know. Here again, we're gonna try to deny a bit of the creeps, so nothing too crazy, right? Like this. But like from here on, here I ping him, I stun, we're gonna click him, and it's important that we contest like the creeps as much as we can, you know? Like don't make every last hit for the enemy carry, make them fight for it. Like even here, I don't have to run away. I ruined like one of the CS and the other one he missed. So that's already very good. Here again, we're going to aggro on the range. But now we kind of want to fight these creeps down there too. Like we don't want the PL to do that. And see, we bring the creeps down. We make one melee creep run back to us. So that's again, at least one creep that we made him miss with what we did. And we continue, we stun, we hit him, we feel good. Just pressure, pressure, pressure. Nothing too crazy. Yep, more pressure here. Again, stun in the tower, so he misses the last hit. Here, I have another wave coming. So right now, what I want to do, again, I deny another creep. Here, I'm like, should I sandstorm the wave and play aggressive? We deny another creep. Here, I think the sandstorm by me is pretty late. I should have done this earlier. But look at this. Like, again, there's 2 CS that the PL is not getting because we're sandstorming in the tower. We stood for a bit too long, took too much pressure, but we're already 700 gold ahead and we didn't even open the hard camp, which is definitely something we should have done, me and the Skyref. But now again, so the first few minutes went well, but now again, minute 5. minute 5 to 6, very important, because it's around the time where the position 4 could come and gank you. It's the time where the mid could come and gank you with a TP. And it's the time where you want to use siege creeps to apply as much pressure as possible. So here, we're going to pull the creeps up. Here, I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. So you don't see me full on make a double wave yet. But we'll see. Here, I see the Omni. I ping him. I'm pretty sure I said like, oh, if he comes up again, we can go on him. So I get a ring of health to sustain myself. So I have a lot of sustain items and boots. And now I already know that I want to rush Blink or Boots of Travel as fast as possible to upkeep the pressure. Probably Blink makes more sense because I have an Arc Warden in my team somehow and IO Monkey. So IO Monkey when I play fast and Arc Warden needs a lot of space, right? So here you can already see we're pushing a lot again. And we once again created a scenario where we have 6 creeps plus a siege creep and we're hitting the enemy tower. Again, right now the objective is not to kill this PL. The objective is to see, even here I pinged the tower. The objective here is to hit the tower and make the PL miss all the creeps. Because if we go for a kill right now, we will probably lose pressure on the tower. We very likely put ourselves in danger to die because we're going to use our mana aggressively, our HP aggressively, and we're going to lose position for one of the heroes to TP and kill us. So here again, you can just see, we're playing aggressive. I Sandstorm on top of the 2 heroes. I'm not hitting them, because then I draw tower aggro. I try to make him miss another CS. I hit a bit. Here we're like, okay, tower is low. Ideally, the tower doesn't drop in deny range here, right? But it did. And even here, look, the anti-mage comes, but whatever, we lose a post 4. It's a mid anti-mage. This is a high rank game, by the way. So yeah, we put the tower super low. PL is still being pressured. We're 700 gold ahead of him. I feel like we should be ahead more. Like, we should be ahead 1k. So here, again, we spam him. We're going to finish a tower. And now, again, what is important? What do we want to do in the game? I don't need to TP here. This tower is full HP. I don't really want to TP mid unless it gives me a double kill. So what are we going to do? Again, we have spent the last 8 minutes to make our game good and ruin the PL's game. So why waste everything we did the last 8 minutes and leave the lane? No, we don't want to do that. We want to make this life a living hell again for this PL. So here, again, what are we going to do? We're going to push in the lane as fast as we can to make the enemy carry feel not only to give ourselves info, but to force the enemy carry to last hit in a tier 2 tower that deals 170 damage in 8 minutes. It's like impossible to last it. Here again, there's a ranged CS. I stun him. I sandstorm the dude. I feel good. He's forced to last it in a tier 2 tower. Let's just have a look at the PL, okay? Who has to last it in a tier 2 tower. Let's see how he feels. He gets 1. I make him miss this one with stun. This one gets missed because he's being aggressed on. This one he gets. This one he misses. This one he gets. So he missed half the creeps just because they're in the tier 2 tower. Now we're 4k gold ahead. Again, we do a little pull to just delay the wave. Now, sometimes something small that can happen sometimes when you pull like this is that some of the creeps walk this way and they just run into the tower because they lose the timing. You see this? These 3 creeps, the PL's like waiting for this wave here to show and it's like, oh, I can just walk to the tower. Nope, 3 melee creeps are already dying. Because this happened, I can pull this wave here, farm the wave plus the jungle. And now by the time the next wave hits, I kind of want to be here again to pressure if the PL comes. So it looks like, okay, PL is here. I want to push these creeps in. So by the time this wave comes, I want my wave to walk into his tower and either die before he comes or make it hard for him to see us. So here again, push in the lane. We wait, we're getting blink. And here, I sandstorm in his goddamn face to make these creeps run into the tier 2. Again, he missed 1. Some of these he can get now because he's a PL, which is okay. But still, it's a lot of pressure and a lot of the times, you know, they can just mess it up. Now, we get our Blink Dagger because the lane is fully pushed in. We now go to middle. It's very chill. We look for a play. Sadly, the play misses, but overall, it's the same idea. Win your lane by good gameplay. Push in the lane as much as you can. Play aggressive. Know what you want to do the first 2 minutes. Then what you want to do on the 5th and 6th minute mark. How much can you pressure the lane? Can you double wave, use the siege creep? And then once you won the lane, how do you want to continue? Like, are we going to push in the lane? Do we want to do something else? And so on. This is a pub game that I actually just played today. And it's not a low-rated game at all. There is a GH in this game who's playing Offlane Phoenix, rank 8. There's the Hellraiser's mid player, rank 40. There's a CCNC, who's Ember Spirit on my team. And I am playing the Death Prophet. So let's watch it from our perspective again, and let me walk you through the early laning stage and the post, like, you know, the few minutes after, and some of the key things that I look at. So here already, this is something that you can get a feel for, but when the block looks like this, where their range is so far in front, it means that our range creep will hit their range creep immediately, which is a big mistake by them, and it sometimes happens unintentionally. The reason why this is such a big deal is that, as we stated in the last episode, is that the range creep deals double damage to melee creeps, right? So the moment they lose this range creep, we're gonna have such a big creep advantage. Here, what I do here by walking past the wave is not good, but this is the same thing in mid. Like, if the range creep gets hit immediately mid, you should go and kill it right away, because it's gonna make you hit level 2 before them, and it's gonna make you have more creeps on them. So let's continue. The lane starts like this. It instantly should trigger you to right-click this creep. I could skill Q, but I see the Tusk is moving in nicely to force the PL away, so I don't have to use any mana here. So here, I just hit the range creep, and here we have two choices. We can either hit the PL nicely, we should do it nicer than what we did, or we pull his melee creeps on our range. Either is fine. But okay, I haven't skilled yet. Now I'm like, okay, we can keep pushing. We're already gonna get level 2 before them. I can help trade with my Tusk like this, and we're gonna chill. Okay, cool. We're gonna keep hitting them. Here I get to Q and hit the PL while I get the last hit. So we're gonna have, sadly we only have 2 out of 4 last hits, but this is okay. So here we delay the wave a little bit. We're gonna keep our creeps alive. We're gonna play with a lot of pressure. With a lot of pressure here. Get another last hit, keep hitting them, keep hitting them, keep hitting them. We sadly missed the last hit there, but we get the first blood. And now again, look at how strong, like, some of these lanes are very easy, I understand. But look at how much we're going to be able to do just because we have so many more creeps in them. Like, even here, we just get level 2 before them. We kill them. Now, we have like 10 creeps in their tower. And this is, like, first of all, it makes it super easy for us to play. I can hit this Ogre. I can be annoying. I deny 1 creep in Ogre's face. Now, the PO can't really help him to hit me because he's busy last hitting. We get to hit the Ogre again. This looks cool. We spend our gold. We now have double null talisman, which feels amazing, right? Like, we have regen, we have stats. This feels good. We have Spirit Siphon. Now, how does DP want to play? DP wants to hit as much as possible, get all the farm you can, and then trade with Spirit Siphon. Spirit Siphon against Ogre feels great. It's a high HP hero that deals low damage over time, so that's amazing. We're gonna hit the PL as much as we can, same with the Ogre. Then we're gonna trade with Spirit Siphon. As you can see here, it's gonna get a lot of damage again. The Tusk plays pretty well, I must say. It's important that we also always ferry out the necessary items. Like, we get boosts right away, we get more tangles to make sure that we stay in a healthy enough position where we can fight them. And here, this is one big mistake that happened in this lane, where I allowed them to have more creeps than we do. And even though we're so far ahead, we have 3 kills, we currently cannot play aggressive on them because they have so many creeps on us. Like, I'm busy hitting creeps. If I hit the PL, I'm gonna take the same amount of damage because all his creeps hit me. So what we need to do here is equalize the lane a little bit and kill some creeps, which you can either do by A, right-clicking all the creeps as fast as possible using spells, or pulling them into the tower. And let's look at minute 5 to 7 again. I ping top, I tell my Tusk, yo, come back top right away. I don't find a great time to use the Clarity here to get mana for the Exo, but let's look at this wave again, right? We're winning, we wanna use the siege creep, what do? We run in, we tank the creeps a little bit, we instantly go and hit the range creep. We can't tank the wave as much as before because we're not like a DK who has mana regen. But here you could see me tank the creeps a little bit, get all the last hits, kill the range creep. Here, okay, we chill a little bit because I'm getting close to Exo. So we don't want the wave to be the tower before, but here again, I get Exo, I instantly ping the lane. I hit the range creep. Let's make sure we get the last hit there. We miss it, whatever. We spend our gold right away on phase boost and another clarity because I want phase boost for this fight ideally. And I want a clarity for the post fight. If this fight goes correct, which it should, I'm going to be out of mana when the fight is over. And then I want the clarity to fill me up. So here we just go again with our spells. Mind you, again, we have creeps. We use our spells. We don't right click this hero. We do not want to draw tower aggro. We just run in with Exo and Siphon. We kill this guy. We have creeps alive. Now we Siphon the PL. We run after him. Siphon shows the real one. We kill him. Double kill. Push the tower. Okay, this is simple, but let's look at the follow play. Again, we have this little camp, and we will use it to our advantage. We're going to try to pull it into our creeps to either A, kill the wave, or B, stall the wave. Okay, here we have to deny like 2 creeps, and this wave wouldn't quite have hit the tier 2, and it also gave you some bonus XP, so that's nice. So you want to either look for this or pushing in the lane. Like here again, the PL wants to farm these creeps, right? He is hoping to God that I am leaving this lane so that he can last hit. But I'm not letting him. I'm not leaving this lane. I don't want to leave this lane. We get all the last hits, and let's look again. This wave here, okay, right click, push. I don't want to use, I want to keep my mana. Push it into the tier 2. And now, again, be annoying. Hit him. Wave. Hit him. Hit him again. Hit him again. Hit him again. Try to last hit. He gets some of the last hits, but he lost 60% HP. He missed the siege creep. Now we're here again. I force him to pull it into the tier 2. He missed another one. These he doesn't even dare to contest because he's too low HP and he doesn't see the tusk. Like, look at this. I'm free farming, but I'm making him not like even touch a creep. He's gonna touch this one, fine. And here again, what I said was, yo, Tusk, come to me, we can play in the jungle together. If I'm here alone, I can die. But if I have Tusk here, who takes the first contact, then it can look like this. Where I can be here with my perfect items that I have right now. Phase Boots, Double Null, Magic Wand, Raindrop, Ogre Axe, full HP, nearly full mana to fight properly. Look, there's 3 heroes on me. I don't care. I kill this Voice Bird. I man up on the Ogre. This gives time for my Ember to connect into their jungle. We get a second kill. Now we dive on this guy. We force an Ogre buyback. We use Exo. We dive at minute 9. We kill the PL again. We're godlike. And a lot of this has to do with what we're doing. It's because we're staying in this area. We're not TPing bottom because we understand our hero and we understand what we want to do. And again, then the game kind of plays itself. We know what items we want to buy. And then eventually to stop their split push, the items I'm gonna buy is both my Shard and Blink Dagger. And I'm just gonna showcase it real quick because it turns out really nicely. So the Shard gives you another Siphon and it makes you fear your enemies if they're Siphon for more than 3 seconds. So here, Void Spirit wants to TP out. I fear him. So even I don't kill him, but I just look at what happens to this guy when I cancel his TP. He has to walk back to lane. I just wasted an entire minute of this guy's gameplay by buying an item that is good and canceling his TP by being in the right place. And if you're ahead and you understand how to catch the enemies and how to play on, the game is very simple. But yeah, hope that is enough. Hopefully this episode, again, as the others, was important and helpful and good for some of you to learn something. With that said, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, and peace out.